Welcome to Out There. This week I am in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, and we're prepping for our show, which is later today. You can see our beautiful models behind us doing their homework and waiting to get ready to go on stage. And I just wanted to share with you a little bit about what I did last week when I was in Denver. We had a great show, and I did a bob, like a choppy bob, kind of fun haircut, and I wanted to share a little bit of the tips of how to do it with you. So take a look. So I'm going crisscrossing, and you see what that gives me here is 3 separate sections. You see that? So it's all been condensed together, and then I'm going in with edging, just like Wendy, except I'm doing it on a condensed, chunky texture. And you can see how I'm using my ring finger to rest my scissors and just working my way down. So here we go. I'm going in. I'm going in. And I'm going in this way. So you see how I'm elevating the hair back at about 45 degrees. So even though I'm doing this kind of weirdo thing by not using a comb, I'm still using the principles of design, right? The hair's going to do this. If I elevate it here and I cut a line here and I drop it down, what are we going to get back here? Graduation, right? So bringing it back, there's my line underneath, and I'm just going to come in. And those of you that are precision cutters in the room, you're having a heart attack right now, right? So when I teach this kind of cutting, and this is just one haircut, this is a method of cutting any haircut when you want to get that volume and that body in there without having to texturize it, cut it blunt, then texturize it and all that stuff. So it's getting it going on right away. So now as I take my next section, I'm going to go into the side. And you can see I'm taking a fairly big section. So I'm just going to continue up the head, Wendy, with diagonal sections, over directing each section back a little bit to the previous section all the way through. So I'm going to clip my bob underneath out of the way, cut that first section straight up, and then what I've done through the rest of it is I've taken horizontal sections, over directed it back to the previous section. That section then comes straight up. I over direct the next section to it. So we're gradually getting longer towards the front. Makes sense? So if we look at our top, dropping it over, we still get hair, excuse me, reaching the bottom, but we get some layers sitting on the top. So you get layers, you don't sacrifice the volume on the bottom, and you don't have to cut really short ones up here and sacrifice the shape. I went back in with a 1 1/4 inch iron to create more of a modern texture. So you can see how I've left the end out, and then we're just going to drop that out. So what you get is sort of 2 waves. You get a tighter wave and then a big wave on the ends. So when we start to break it up at the end, it's going to be totally unorganized, but in an organic and pretty way. Just giving her a little noogie noogie. So that's just a little bit about the choppy bob I did last week. This week we're in Lake Geneva, and until next time, that's all for now.
Bye!